I'm talking about from 30 to 60, they've been in pain and know nothing else. And to me, I mean, there's just too many resources and too much knowledge out here now for there not to be an opportunity to just have a different option. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like what I'm not asking for. What I'm asking for, I don't think is as an arm and a leg. I'm literally saying, look, if you're going to have these options for so many years, and there are numerous of studies that have been done by the government as well as because I know Schedule One physician as well. I mean, a Schedule One researcher for the government. So I know they're studying psychedelics as we speak. So I'm saying to myself, do you know that, G?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you about I give us a brief story about psychedelics. When I was in the army, and this is, I joined in. I actually joined in '85, but I went active in '86. When I was in Germany, as in '86, '87, there were soldiers who were still taking psychedelic drugs. In fact, one was running out there on the flight line naked because of a reaction to LSD. And so I know if they were doing it then, they don't ever just stop. They always try to advance whatever is going on out there. And of course, his wasn't issued by the military, but just, when you said it, I'm like, man, I've seen the effects of psychedelic drugs, and I'm sure that also probably played a part in my uncle taking his life.
Yeah, see, and that's why I think like when it comes down to like plant medicine, you like, why is the plant strong and how do we figure that out? Or how do we take the good from it? Or you know what I'm saying? Just like we've done with, I mean, heroin is in Percocets and hydrocodone, right?
Absolutely.
So they found a way to structure heroin and a drug to be able to so-called help, but it's going to be addictive. Now, the things that we're looking at when I look at plant medicine, and I look at the less addictive factors. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if we're gonna study certain things, like because cannabis, they've been Schedule One drugs, so you cannot study a Schedule One drug for its benefits.
Mm.
That's why for so long that people have been trying to move it to Schedule Two, not only for like legal purposes or mass incarceration, but it can't be studied for its medical benefits. Is a Schedule One drug.
Did not know that.
Not yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like these are
Did
facts.
not
Like
know
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. These
Ah,
these are facts, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's just getting getting as much research on plant medicine, the plant medicine that have been researched. I like to indulge in. I like to be an ambassador for, and I like to at least spread the knowledge.
absolutely. Hey, listen, man, I appreciate everybody who's come in. I've sent out a couple of messages. People can't come on. I know this is like an impromptu thing. I would promise to do this every week, but I just don't care enough to do that. I do care to see people get results, but it's football season. I have other things going on. Also, I wanted to show you all something, and this is a lot in part because of having uh, the resources to do the necessary studying. But I talked about what a noon prone tunk order is, and as you can see, we do have some pretty decent and sophisticated research methods here. But just for preservation, I just typed in noon prone tunk order renders a judgment unenforceable, and we pulled it up. And as you pull it up, it kind of gives us ways to do studying to get you closer. But and this is out of Florida's first district. But if you understand how the law works, if a circuit has a particular way of handling a case, the circuit has to follow it. If an appellate court comes up with a decision, then all the appeals courts are supposed to follow the same thing. If there's a conflict, then the Supreme Court issues an ultimate edict as to how it's supposed to be handled. But typically, however one court rules, all have to rule. And as you see, this case in 2024 in Wells versus Wales, it's pretty clear that following the hearing on February 1, 2023, the circuit court rendered an order that denied the former husband's exceptions once again and reinstated noon prone to October 25, 2022, the final judgment, directing the judgment itself thereby would be treated as unenforceable from November 4, 2022 through January 23rd, 2023. And as you saw in Tyler's, when it went back to 2007, it brought Tyler's order no good as of 2007. Got it. Tyler, you there? As I get ready to get out of here. And anything in closing, Tyler?
Yeah, I just wanted to say this. Anybody in the Tampa area or really in Florida, going through DOS. Remember, Justin said that he'll work with you as long as you know you the one looking at the procedure.
Well, I appreciate that. That's an honor. But again, people have to have enough in them to want to do the necessary work, the leg work. Anything I can do to help assist you, you can always go to www.gdnapsc.com. You can kind of see it actually above the other shoulder. But and just reach out to me. I do answer my phone. I probably am going to be harsh depending on what time of the day you call me. And again, I kind of take the same approach that I learned to take playing sports, is that I'm not here to baby you. That's why I don't have, I really tip my hat to everybody who teaches youth sports and everything else, because I just can't deal with that. When you come here, I expect you to take the same professional manner that you would in anything else that you cared about. But once we get there, it's hard coaching, it's tough coaching, but I think it's fair and good coaching. And you should be able to get closer to a result that you can appreciate. Anybody thoughts, comments? You can hit the little hand gesture so I can bring you in if you happen to be out there somewhere. I only see a few in here. I'm ready to take care of this day of this slate of college football and to move forward. So anybody have any thoughts, questions, comments? Cool.